Hi, so this video is to go with the project for the environmental portraits. I'm going to start off by talking about my time with Colin, aka Simi or Simi Stitched. I basically went into his apartment to like see the space and just kind of chit chat with him and everything like that. I think that for this particular project, I thought that it would be a challenge and something that's out of my typical comfort zone, as his environment, as you can see through the pictures, is a darker, warm kind of vibe. And obviously, as a photographer, like my space wouldn't be the same. He obviously had clothes and materials for projects and things like that around, and I just thought that that would be a cool opportunity to really like capture the essence of like the space. And I in particular really liked some of these pictures, as like you could see the warmth and just like how intimate his work is, being that he's literally making pieces for a person and not like mass producing pieces and things like that. And I feel like the pictures kind of showed just the different like things that he's kind of into and how it all contributes to him like as a designer, as a creative, but also his very warm and open vibe that again is very intimate. My other one kind of shows some of the environmental portraits that I did when I was in Africa, and I wanted to use some of these because I really didn't look that much into some of the stuff that I did, or I didn't value it, I guess, as a portrait photographer. But again, trying to step out of my comfort zone for just anything and just my work in general, I feel like not sticking to what I'm most comfortable with, and even not even using like my traditional lighting styles and things like that. Like obviously I use lights typically, and so I think that I was definitely challenged. So I feel like I highlighted this one artist One Love the most, and that's because we went to his house that had his studio and everything. He didn't really want us to record too much. He was a more like private person in regards to his like very, very intimate space, but we still were at his house. And I was like, oh, like in the midst of this, can I get some pictures of everything? And so he had this denim tree because he also is very passionate about sustainability. So he had this tree that he put denim and stuff all over. And he also, well, here's a bigger picture. And typically this is not something that I would like, but I feel like given the like reason for this project and getting again out of that comfort zone, I feel like this was a good opportunity to kind of show the different things. But also I thought it was interesting that he decided to stop wearing shoes 5 years ago. And so I was definitely thinking like I definitely need a picture of that, because it's not a typical thing that you see a lot of people doing. I know in Africa or in certain parts, a lot of pastors of certain tribes and things like that, they will go out without shoes to connect with the earth and to connect with the people around them. But being that he's not in either of those like roles or circumstances is kind of what makes that, I think, very, very interesting. And even just like the way that he wears his hair. So he was definitely highlighted in this project because I feel like I was able to really get into his space. But also there were certain parts of like this, when we visited a chief of the Mamprusi tribe, and there's a couple pictures from there, but not completely. But yeah, I really enjoyed the project, or just like the concept of kind of exploring with my photography more. I do like these more in a way, just because I did them like very, very recent, obviously. But also it's very out of my comfort zone, and I don't know, as somebody that I'm like getting to know around here, like that a new person, just being so close to them, I'm just not a very extroverted person. So I kind of enjoyed that, and like getting into the space and just kind of embracing the circumstances, the lighting and things like that. So yeah.